Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your April 2020 reading. I will probably insert a video in the beginning of this just to tell you what I'm working with and the setup and why I'm working with it. I am using the Animal Spirit deck by Kim Krans along with the Fairy Forest by Lucy Cavendish. And I will leave all my links down below to Instagram, Facebook, and my Patreon. Patreon is a great way to do a small amount each month and get a ton of content from me, vlogs, daily draws, behind the scenes vlogging, channeled messages, group healings, and individual healings. It's almost, I would say it's about a fourth of it's 1/4 cheaper this way than if going on my website and purchasing it individually. So you're saving a lot, in my opinion. And you can, cancel anytime. It could be monthly, can be sporadically. That's up to you on Patreon. But, if you just want to kind of see what it's like, I do have some public posts if you go on Patreon before you make an account and start donating, and that will give you kind of a feel what I do. Of course, there's going to be a ton more that I'm not showing publicly. That is more, kind of behind the scenes and a little bit more, I would say, valuable. But, if you find the public stuff valuable or this valuable, then you will definitely think Patreon's worth the money, because I commit a lot of time to that, and I love it, and so taking a deep breath because it's like 11 o'clock at night. My husband's sleeping, and I want to get these done for you guys, and I feel the energy shift, and that's why I took a breath, because I feel the energies are becoming more and more calm, but Spirit's becoming more and more tangible to me, other than just channeling. So the ancient elder experience lessons. So in this month, Sagittarius, you're going to feel that, the elder is a mentor, right? You've got a lot of lessons, and you've really, whether you kind of want to admit it or not, Sagittarius, this year's starting from the ground running. It's taken off quite a bit. Though it seems like it's slowed down being quarantined, there is a lot of spiritual energy around you that is not tapped into yet. And it's not all spiritual. I want you guys, I don't know, I saw a flash over there. That was weird. I don't know if I'll catch that on camera. But it's kind of reminds me of like a portal, that, not a negative portal. Don't want to scare you, but it's almost like a portal to getting to know a different part of yourself, getting to know this energy that's been kind of ancient and around you for some time, but you've been distracted by other things. So it could be very much yourself, a part of yourself that you haven't really checked into, So that is the energy I'm seeing for you. And then with the other cards, establishment, growth, and fulfillment is in reverse. This is saying that, you've already grew a lot, and be proud of that. Don't dim your light for that, and don't celebrate it the way that you feel deserves it. Don't let people say you're overreacting or you're spending too much time on this. This month, Sagittarius, is really about helping yourself. It's been a common theme for all of you zodiacs and everyone globally. This is the common thread throughout all the messages, is being with yourself and accepting yourself and allowing yourself just as many offerings, choices, sacrifices as you offer other people. So pay attention to that. The other card in reverse is recovery, comeback, and revival. So this is just saying that, you know, whether it's in this month or not, Sagittarius, it's understanding that you've had a lot of energies come and go, and you're starting to see, I keep feeling like there's a flash. It's strange. I don't know if the camera will get it, but you're starting to really feel the energies more than just seeing them. And it's kind of alchemizing your vibration on a like cellular cell level is what they're telling me. So it kind of feels like if you get aches and pains, there's probably an ascension for you, Sagittarius, in April. And I feel like I've been going through one, and many other of you have been going through it. You might not even feel it or notice it, but it's almost like this is kind of like Spirit saying, slow down, we're going through another shift, you know. And kind of like when they do the world's ending, people have to be, it's like a mindset we have to have in order for us to go through the next veil or process or change. Well, it's kind of like that, you know. It's more like everyone's shutting down. We're going to experience this together, whether you like it or not, like a kindergartner, sit on your butt. You know, it's kind of like that energy. Like, stop being so dang controlling and stop working yourself to death. We need for you to go back to basics, is what I'm feeling for you, Sagittarius, in April, as you're starting to see the value in this than just to scare you. And in return, you know, you don't have to necessarily have a recovery or comeback. I feel like my hair's moving back there. I'm getting distracted from Spirit, but maybe it has to do with opening the crown. You know, you don't have to have a recovery to have, you know, to have a near-death experience, is what Spirit's telling me, in order to feel the enhancement of what's going on around you and how your spirit's awakening. When we see Bat in reverse, to me this is saying that, you know, you are seeing the value in everything, and you're not necessarily keeping yourself stuck with just one option because of fear, because you're afraid to take risk. In this card, I feel like it's about understanding that you don't physically have to do something, you know, like a daredevil and go parachuting or, you know, skydiving in order to shake up your experience, to shake up your perspective, and to do something extreme in order to experience new things and shift the energy. It can be something as simple as reading a book that's not really your taste, but yet you find value in it, you know. And it's about understanding that what could have been draining to you before may not be draining anymore after this shift, or it could be the vice versa. It's really, again, it's about recognizing the change, I feel. Snake, this is about wisdom. I feel it's also about understanding that promises are going to be kept for some of you that you might have long forgotten about, and someone in your life comes back in your life and finishes that promise, maybe not in the way you thought or you expected, but the way you deserve and the way that you need. You know, not necessarily what you want, but something's going to happen within this month, Sagittarius, that makes you feel more able to want to be present, because you might have been thinking in the past, thinking in the future, whatever it might have been. You're going to start feeling like something's completing in your life. Not saying it's going to be the end all be all, but one chapter's finally closing after a long, what Spirit's showing me, a run-on sentence. It seems like it's been a run-on sentence, or it's been, semicolon or whatever it might be. You feel like, okay, because I'm done, I'm disgusted, and then you let it go, and then it comes back to surprise you. Then we have in reverse this fire ant. So again, it's something that might have really upset you before, something that you felt like someone was really hurting you badly. In April, Sagittarius, you're really going to start seeing that some people will make amends, some people will surprise you, and even if you don't get that closing and that completion, you're going to relieve yourself of that what if, and you're going to start a new chapter. Either it's almost like it's interesting, because I feel like it could be a person from the past, physical person coming, and other times I feel like it could be a past part of you that you identified with so strongly, you feel like you'd never change, or you feel like that part of you will never heal, or you'll never move on from that part of your identity until that has been settled or been made up. And some of you will let it go. Some of you will get it back, and they will close it for you. Other people will have to close it for themselves. So it's just an energy that you're no longer, going to allow energy to, you're not going to rub salt into the wound anymore. It's kind of created havoc in your life, and you've seen the repercussions of it by keeping it open for far too long. And then other people, you've already closed it, and they're coming back to heal it, or at least maybe it's a twin flame, maybe it's a soulmate for some of you, but you're really going to start seeing a shift in that energy where it's either, yes, that is 100% true, that is your soulmate and twin flame, they're coming back to you and they're going to help you finish the, journey you were meant to, and you're going to have to get over the hate and the jealousy and the pain that your past selves kind of put on each other. And it's about forgiveness and understanding that was conditional, and now this is unconditional. And then some of you have to invite that into yourself, knowing that you are someone that deserves the unconditional love. And if someone loved you conditionally, then they really never knew you. They wanted to see a part of you that gave them the okay to move away and to write you off, so to speak. So that's really important that you guys understand that. And the spider in reverse is saying that necessarily you don't have to have community validation in order. You don't have to be married. You don't have to see this person return in your life. If you feel like you're being not really shunned, but if you feel like you feel disrespected, and you feel like other people's going to see what you fear, which is your own internal conditions, that is kind of like a sword, double-sided, where you can't win either way, then the suffering will continue. But if you have the community and the knowledge and the wisdom within yourself, and you build a stability within yourself, and you look at things with unconditional eyes, and you start seeing yourself 100% as you need to unconditionally, then you're going to feel a lot better, and you're not going to care if someone sees that that person returns or that relationship can repair itself. Maybe it's a new relationship. You're not going to identify with that part of yourself that makes you dislike yourself or dislike that person that hurt you or dislike how your life turned out because of it. It's more of a transformation and alchemy energy, and it's really going to help you, Sagittarius, throughout these months to come. But the April is just the start of it, of what I think it's John Mayer. It's a song, Heart and Repair, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the song that comes to mind. Now, I'm not saying that has to be literally, and it doesn't have to necessarily resonate with you for the song lyrics to make sense. Could just be meaning that a lot of the things in your life in April will start to repair itself, and it start to really get to see your unconditional heart rather than the conditional parts of ourselves that people like to extract out of us. And what, because Spirit's kind of showing me, which is strange, but people will, I don't know if this is true, but it's just, I think it's just a Spirit symbolically trying to, explain this to you as much as possible. But it's like Spirit showing me that, people will take probably just the bad things and make like a puppet or a poppet or whatever you want to say it, and they will just put all that energy to that thing that they want to look at. They don't see the whole person. They kind of make this energy up in their mind, this person up in their mind, to where they don't even know the person completely. And that's what they direct that energy towards. And you think they're doing it to your whole person, your whole being, your unconditional self. When in reality, it's something that they've kind of conjured up and projected in a certain aspect of you that it's, how do I explain it? It's almost as if it's kind of like how Spirit's showing me the shadow sides. It's a part that they take that validates their actions, and it's not necessarily at all anything to do with you, but they will direct it towards you, and they will manipulate you and think it is your fault, when in reality it's not even close to who you are. And those people are going to wake up from that delusion, and they're going to come back, especially soulmates and twin flames. Maybe, perhaps, you've never been with this person yet unconditionally, because they haven't even got to know you unconditionally. It's a very weird energy. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know why Spirit's channeling this through me, especially for twin flames. I'm not someone that specializes in that or knows the slightest bit of it. But that's what I'm feeling, is that you're going to get confirmation that what you've been through was not a hoax. I don't even know how to say it. I don't want to frustrate you guys more than you probably already frustrated with this video. But you're going to see that it can be restored. It can be repaired. It can be even almost like you're with a new person. The person that you knew beyond all the crap that went on in your life, the bad. And it can be overlooked and even completely, again, not being in denial, not acting like it didn't happen, but where it's there and it doesn't affect you, because what you have now keeps you at a high vibration, and you see it bird's eye view. Hope that makes sense. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, comment. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you so much.